my beautiful Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for October 2021. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon, and I do not take money, e-gifts or donations. So if anyone claiming to be me asks you for any of those things, please ignore them or report them. It is a scam. Keep your wonderful self safe. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly as well as mine so that we're in sync. I'm using Tibetan symbols. Please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds, and let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Taurians. So, October is here. The Hunter's Moon occurs in October, which is not typical. It happens every 3 to 4 years. So this is an unusual moon, and it is a very powerful one. It is about flushing out opportunities in order to, manifest good stuff for the rest of the year. So be prepared. All those moments of manifestation coming to the fore in the next couple of months, but October is a catalyst, okay? So also it's about doing the inner work, self-reflection, and being grateful for what is to come. We magnify and magnetize more towards us when our vibrations are higher. Of course, 3 planets are in retrograde. Mercury in retrograde tends to teach us about patience. Now, Taurus, you don't need a lesson in patience. I feel like you've been patient for a very, very long time, which is not typical of your sign, but at the same time, it is warranted for whatever it is that you've been working on. You've been patiently, diligently is the word they're giving me, working away on something, and you're going to see some fruits of your labor happening there, because we got the star card especially. Moon indicates things popping out of nowhere when you least expect it, but it is something that you're working really hard on. We will clarify deeper as we go along. Now, also, we've got Uranus in retrograde. So unlike Mercury, Uranus in retrograde is actually a positive energy. It's in retrograde till 2022, and it actually boosts confidence and makes you, brings out the best in you. So expect that to be something that really helps you in October. And finally, Saturn in retrograde until the 10th of October. So it's really important to do that inner work, really set your goals, your intentions, and really have a lot of self-care, because that's when you set yourself up for success. And it squares Uranus, the planet of expansion and success. So it will really work quite well for you, especially since you got that star. Now, your protagonist energy is the Judgment card. So you're in a moment of sort of recognizing you have a choice. And opening yourself up to some sort of option in life. Perhaps you're in a crossroads, or you have to make a major decision in your life. The Judgment card is about, having those epiphany moments, those wake-up moments where you're like, whoa, okay, I need to make a big decision on this, and I really need to choose my path and take the first step. Also, I feel like it's all about your life's purpose. Where is your heart drawn to? What is your intuition calling you to do? And it's about, they're showing me 2 major opportunities coming towards you. And there's one little bitty side one that you may do along the way. The way that they're showing it to me, it's almost like there's 2 major ones, and there's one little, like, just off the beaten track is what they're giving me. And this one, the off the beaten track one, don't dismiss it. It's actually very rewarding. And we'll go deeper with the Celtic cross and see what's happening there for you. But the Judgment indicates, also second chances. Now, when Mercury is in retrograde, do expect people from your past to return, okay? It's not that they want a second chance in your world, but they do gravitate backwards, okay? So that could be an ex-lover, it can be friends that you've lost touch with for a very long time, it can be ex-work colleagues, it could be anybody from your past that maybe you're thinking back to, because this is your protagonist energy. So you may get a little touch of nostalgia over the next couple of weeks. Don't dwell on the past, of course. What is meant for you will never pass you by, and it will come into your life if it's meant to, okay? Don't force anything. Now, your 6th house of good luck and rebirth is activated, okay? But also that house is to do with tedious things like weighing up your options, making sure the bills are paid on time. You know, if you've lost your job, make sure you get some resumes out there. You know, so it may feel like you're streamlining your life and there's a little bit of mundane element to it, but Taurus, you're always good with the details. You're always diligent, you're always dependable, and very practical with your goals and your dreams. So things like paperwork, you know, may be starred at the beginning of the month. You know, things like looking at, you know, your diet and making sure you're getting enough sleep, really doing a lot of self-care, okay? Because you may be revisiting, for example, a career opportunity. Maybe you had a dream when you were younger that you felt you could not activate because you had to take a 9-to-5 job and, you know, pay the bills. We all take those jobs where we go, okay, we got to be realistic. We got to pay the bills and do what we can to forge a career for ourselves. And there may be a burning desire to do something else in the background. This time is about you revisiting that and saying, you know what, now I can do it. I've saved enough money to do it, or now an opportunity is coming up that raises from nowhere, that gives you a chance to sort of dive into a dream, a long held dream there. So expect the unexpected, I would say. Now, what's interesting then, once you make those necessary changes, things are going to become very, very positive. Your 12th house is then sort of starred there, which brings the unexpected, okay? Things that are hidden come to light, whether that's hidden emotions that you have for a person in the past or situations that have been going down there. It all comes up, bubbling to the surface, especially with that moon card. Don't resist it, I would say. You know, it's got to come out, because if it dwells in there, it will keep you stuck. Also, you know, things popping out of nowhere, as I said, it's almost like you get a double dose of it, because not only is your 12th house activated, which brings things that intuitively you've been trying to navigate, but now they are physically in the world in front of you, popping out of nowhere. I feel the moon card also brings hidden opportunities that have been lying dormant or manifesting behind the scenes to come towards you, because now is the time. And you know, if you think about this moon card, you see it's got a little crab on there. It's Cancerian energy. We've also got Aries, Scorpio energy, and we've got Aquarius energy here. If you think about the element of the crab, it does a little sidestep. So there's definitely a little sort of off the beaten track opportunity coming towards you. As I said, don't dismiss it. I feel like there's a really positive energy there that you're going to really enjoy and be grateful for. Now, the moon card also is about your intuition. So it's in the resistance position. Pay close attention to your intuition. Don't dismiss it because you'll be left frustrated or confused about a situation. Now, this is your challenge for the month, okay? Which is to really connect. It's almost like, you know, you've got your eyes, and then use your other eyes, okay? That gut instinct, very, very important. Now, we've also got the star as a unified energy. This is success. This is dreams coming true, you know, and I'm not talking about the sort of big high in the sky, apple pie kind of dreams coming true, but it can be, okay? So I'm not dismissing anything, but it's things that you're wanting, things that you're trying to weigh up, decisions that you're making that will be really give a positive impact in your life in October. Things become really clear, okay? This card basically says, which way should I go? I'm weighing up my options. This way, this card says, I'm now clear on the way ahead, and I know what to do, and I'm taking the first step, and I'm going to be successful, okay? The star is a renewal energy as well, which the judgment card is also. So it's almost like a return to the good old days, a return to the good stuff, okay? Or it could be a return to the good new stuff. It doesn't have to be the old days, okay? Because I do feel nostalgia from your reading. Your heart chakra, your throat chakra, very important in October. Speaking your truth, as always, Taurus. I don't expect anything less from you, but I feel like you're going to be able to feel a very strange shift. And things that you may have wanted with your heart a long time ago may be different now. And it's okay to acknowledge that and honor it and let it go. If you've been feeling clouded or stuck on anything, expect to move forward. I feel like you're moving forward. Any stagnation is being left behind. And I really feel the star is a very successful energy. A lot of auspicious energy there for you. I feel like there's a new phase of your life where you've got a lot of potential to sort of reach for something greater, if that's what you're hoping for. Also, new ideas. A lot of new ideas coming towards you. I just feel like they're showing me, I always say this. I always say a watch pot never boils. But for the first time ever, Taurus, they're showing me a pot that is actually boiling. Okay, so I feel like now is the time. Okay, also there may be you know, if I'm reading this in terms of return energy, there could be a potential for someone from your past to return to you, to heal something with you. Trust your intuition on this person. If this person tends to make you feel bad about yourself or makes you feel anxious, I mean, it's a no-brainer. They don't have access to your heart or your head. You know, keep that boundary high, healthy boundary. But, you know, if you feel like now's the time to let bygones be bygones on something, then the opportunity really is there, okay? But just make sure you emotionally check in with that intuition of yours and protect yourself, of course, from anybody who is an energy vampire. Now, let us see what is coming for you in terms of the details. Thank you so much, Spirit Guide. Oh, you want that? Thank you. Okay, they're giving me a song, which is very quirky. No, it is a very, the energy here, I mean, I'm literally getting hotter and hotter with this energy, especially with this song. So maybe this is a song that you heard on the radio, or this is something that just played before this reading, before you listen to this reading, or plays right after it. It's a very quirky, it's supposed to be a funny song, I guess. I think it's, I think it is very famous. I think it's actually from a movie. Now, I'm not seeing anything with it, okay? So I'm just hearing the lyrics, and it's always look on the bright side of life. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like, maybe it's that energy, like, you know, look at, oh my gosh, they just give me some lyrics that I don't even know if I want to repeat that. So I'm going to say what it is. Life is pretty... S-H-I-T, when you look at it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Taurus. I'm so sorry. I don't know what this song... but I guess what they're saying is, okay, but they've gone back to always look on the bright side of life. So it's almost like someone is kind of talking, singing, and then lots of people singing. Always look on the bright side of life. It is a famous song. I know it is. I can't tell you who sings it. I'm so sorry, but I feel like it's from a movie, maybe even a comedy movie. I hope so, because of those lyrics. You know, maybe it's sent to make you chuckle or make you smile, Taurus. I'm not really sure why they've given me lyrics like that. So I'm just going to leave that there, okay? Maybe it's a funny song from someone in spirit that had a connection with you, and that was a song that you used to sing or something. So please take it as it resonates. I'm not sure how it does. I'll leave that there. I will look it up myself when I finish this reading. Anyway, let's move on. Two of Cups. We've got the Hermit. We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Four of Wands. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to know regarding October? We've got the Page. Oh my gosh, we've got the Hierophant. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please? We've got the King of Swords. Thank you so much. Okay. As I said, your energy is like, it's not that it's erratic. It's kind of like impatient. Even though I said, you know, Mercury is in retrograde, which teaches about patience, and you've got a lot of patience. It feels like, come on, Baba, get on with it, come on. So that's the energy that I have coming through here. Oh, you want all three? Okay, and all three in the final position. Okay. Yeah, you got some options here, definitely in October. Now, your starting card, this is the heart of the matter right now. Two of Cups energy. Now, Two of Cups energy is, of course, I mean, if it's a romantic reading, it's about soulmate energy. You're ready to receive a soulmate. You're looking for love, okay? Or perhaps you're with someone and you're feeling pretty loved up right now. The Two of Cups energy, I'm going to pull a card on it just to clarify what's going on there. I use the uprights in this deck. It is the Mystical Moments Tarot deck there by CATRIN, WELZ, STEIN. I only use the uprights in this deck apart from the challenge position, okay? So the Two of Cups says you're trying to find some sort of balance or harmony. I mean, if we're taking out the element of love here, I mean, if this is a love reading, I'd say, wow, you know, you've got some options here to meet somebody and, you know, find a happy ever after with someone and get into a union, a marriage. We've got the Hierophant card, you know, we've got Justice, which means legalities. Something's going to be made legal. There's a lot of love here. There's an engagement. You know, there's a lot going on in terms of love. But if we take the element out of it to do with love, love, because, you know, this is a general reading for October, I'd say you're trying to find some sort of balance, trying to see where you fit in, you know, who are the right people who are meant to be in your life. You know, you really, there's an element of self-care going on there, and you want to meet like-minded people who care as much about a job as you do, or care about their needs as much as you do. Who really vibe with you. This is about finding people or situations that vibe with you long term, okay? And asking you the question, you know, where do you deserve to put your love and your care and your attention? Who deserves to get your love, your care and attention? The Two of Cups is also an exchange. It can be an exchange of money. It can be an exchange of your gifts for rewards in some way. So, you know, you've got a lot of love for what you do, for example, whether you're in a career or whether you're retired, whatever it is you do, you put a whole lot of love in there, and you kind of expect people and situations to meet you halfway. And maybe sometimes you're not given that, Taurus. So I feel like sometimes it's an idealistic hope there. We have to acknowledge that people can only meet us as deeply as we have met ourselves. Oh, they just said maybe you're a twin. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess. I mean, maybe you're a twin. I mean, it could be twin flame energy we're talking about here, but it could also be a twin. Maybe you're a twin, and you know, you're currently just messaging your twin as you're listening to this reading. Please take it as it resonates. I'm going to pull that card on there for you and see what we got going on here. How are you feeling about this Two of Cups? How's my beautiful Taurus feeling about this? So I feel like it's about what justice or some sort of you know, balance, equality. I feel like you're in search of equality with this card, okay? We've got the Page of Cups. Oh, interesting. And the Artist, because we got the Page of Cups here, and they just gave me an energy of justice, which is here too. So we've got a Page of Cups. So if you currently do not have love in your life at this moment in time, Taurus, they're indicating here, imagination is the key. You know, thoughts become things. So if you feel like there's no love, there's never going to be any love, then you're right, because you lose the motivation or the drive to seek it or even connect to it. You know, there'll be part of you in there that says you're rejecting it, and the universe hears that, okay? If you think about, oh, we got a little flicker of light there. I hope you caught it on the camera. Maybe your light flickered at the same time as mine, because I just saw a big old flash of light there. Anyway, the Artist basically says, what is it that you want to see? Because we all have perception, okay? So you can think, okay, I don't have love in my life right now, but I'd like to. So I'm imagining myself with a partner. I'm imagining what they look like, what they feel like, what they smell like, what they, you know, what they sound like, all of those things, how they treat me. You know, really imagine it, see it, believe it, have it in your hand. So they really, the Page of Cups also in the reverse can talk of immaturity, or you've had some sort of separation from someone who is codependent on you, or, you know, there was some sort of childhood wounding there that is preventing you from, you know, manifesting true love. Because we are clarifying a Two of Cups there, I have to give it to you like that. I'm not going to ignore the fact that it is, you know, there's love there or soulmate energy. But also it can be that if there's some sort of childhood wounding, you tend to, you know, accept situations lesser than you deserve, okay? So you tend to put up with bad behavior, for example, or people giving you more work than you truly deserve, and you're not being paid for it, okay? You're not being recompensed for it. They're basically saying something's out of balance here, and it could come from childhood wounding. So, you know, for example, and, you know, I'm not pointing a finger or anything, Taurus, at anybody here. If, for example, you grew up with, I'm just going to throw this out here because I've got a cup in my hand. They're showing me a cup. If you grew up with parents, for example, or guardians who tend to like a little bit more alcohol than, you know, was necessary, and, you know, there was a negative energy in the household or something like that, you know, you may have found yourself lacking in some way, or, you know, how can I put that? Accepting bad behavior as a norm, okay? I just want to put it like that. So that may have moved on in your life in situations. So for example, if, you know, someone at your workspace always says to you, hey Taurus, I can't finish this project, do you mind taking on this thing? And you're like, Yeah, sure. Even though you've got all of your work to do and you're like, okay, I can't really say no. You can say no. I know this is a very difficult sort of period we're navigating in the history of humanity with, economics and things like that. But no one should get the opportunity to take advantage of you, Taurus, okay, is what I'm saying. So I feel like also, when it comes to love, perhaps you've had a bad experience or gravitated towards people who have had some sort of issue or codependency that has stemmed from childhood. So there may be some sort of pattern there that you got to look at within yourself. That's quite deep. So I wasn't meant to go there. Well, I didn't think I was going to go there, but that's what they're giving me there. It's almost like, are you recompensed? Are you fully loved in the way that you're hoping for? Do you love yourself enough to make sure that everything is balanced and equal? Because if you find yourself giving and giving and giving and always being the giver in situations, you may be really looking at that and leveling it out, okay? So I feel like there's definitely soulmate energy coming here for you. There's definitely some love coming if you're looking for love, and there's definitely money coming as well. But you're looking at how things should be equal, okay? So maybe that song is relevant. Life is pretty bleak. When you look at it, but you got to look on the bright side. Well, sometimes you don't have to just look on the bright side, Taurus. You can demand higher energy expected from people or situations. Okay, so I feel like you're looking at that. But if you are looking for love, I can't sort of dismiss the fact that it's a Two of Cups reading starting point there, and we've got the Hermit crossing it, which means the challenge is you're feeling pretty alone, or you're feeling in a solitary energy where you are you're gaining insight. Okay, now to be alone is not to be lonely. Very important. They're giving me that right now. We can choose to be single, and a lot of people do, because sometimes it's just less of a headache. Let's put it that way. But the Hermit does indicate if you see that there's been an opportunity that has passed you by, because we got that Judgment card and the Two of Cups, it does suggest that it will come back around. Okay, something will come back around. It doesn't have to be the same person or the same opportunity that comes back around. But what they're saying is, if you shine that natural, unique, original inner light of yours, you will catch the right opportunity. As you can see, the world is revolving there, and you are a beacon. So remember that. And that ship has sailed here, but there's another ship just right along, or vice versa, whichever way, it'll be going clockwise there. But you have the freedom to choose what you go fishing for, as it were. So the Hermit card does talk about that reflection, and although you may be looking for love and feel like you're in a solitary sort of mood right now, there's no options in terms of love for you. What it requires deep down is action. You got to take action on it. Unless you're sitting on your sofa, online, on what do you call those dating websites or apps or whatever it is, and you're swiping left, right, and like crazy, left, right, all over, and you're like, no, or there'll be that one yes. Then love isn't going to smash through your window and join you on the sofa. So you got to come out of your comfort zone a little bit. Okay, and I know we got a big old pandemic going on, so of course keep yourself wonderfully safe. But the Knight of Swords says action is required. Deep down, you know that you need to make some lifestyle changes. So the Knight of Swords says you are taking action, but also you're doing something that's really important, which is you are erasing anything that gets in the way of your happiness right now, okay? Which is a really perfect energy to be in, Taurus. You're making waves, you're making major lifestyle choices, and Spirit is helping you. So there may be some really fast moving energy that comes towards you in October. Now, if, for example, you're looking for a job opportunity to do something that you love, okay, something that's long-term, and you're feeling like a little bit isolated, that you're not catching an opportunity, for example, there are changes coming, okay? Major ones, radical ones that will see you, perhaps making a move, a physical move to get something. And I feel like, the Knight of Swords sees the target and captures the target. Okay, if I ever want something really done in my life, the Knight of Swords tells me it's going to be done. And you actually have a King of Swords here. You're a visionary. Okay, you have what it takes to seek the truth, get the truth, do what you need to do, and just no ifs, ands, or buts. You just get on with it and do it. And I feel like deep down, you know that something needs to change here. Yeah, look, they just asked me to read the ladies, I think it's the feminine energies, their skirt, okay? And it says, right is worth the cost. So I'm guessing, is it right? Is it worth the cost? Okay, so they're basically, if for example, they just said example, and they're giving an example, which is, if for example, you work for a company right now, okay, and you know, a lot of companies are still working from home, depending on which company you work for. You know, you may miss the sort of element of camaraderie, you know, working with your colleagues. You may feel a little bit in a solitary energy and you can't wait to get back to work. Or it could be vice versa. It could be that you're working in a company and you're like, you know, damn it, I miss working from home, being my own sort of boss, working on my own time, getting all the work done, but, you know, being able to do my own things as well. So I feel like action is required, okay? And you got to ask yourself where you're happy and where you feel balanced and harmonious. Now, in the past, we have Four of Wands. This is celebration. This is also, you know, a you know, friends, family reunion kind of energy, homecoming energy. So, you know, you may feel like in the past there was a lot more, you know, you could see your friends more, you could reunite with people more, you could just do more, okay? I feel like you, the Four of Wands tends to be a celebratory card, so you may feel like the good old days are in the past when you're trying to figure out what you can do for the future, because making plans at this moment in time is often very, very difficult. Now, the Four of Wands is also, you know, a card of coming home to your center. You know, they're standing on top of a big old sort of tower, palace, okay? So it feels like you're on top of the world here with something, and there was a lot more freedom. We got some birds there, the lights are on, so you may have felt like things were clearer in the past, and now they're a little bit more clouded, and you have to make some decisions to weigh up your options going forward. I mean, there's a really positive energy. You will get what you truly deserve. There's justice will be served there, but the Four of Wands is a commitment card as well. It can be a halfway to committing, you know, something that you're devoted to, whether it's a person, you know, maybe it's a finish line on a project, you know, you getting there and celebrating something. Maybe you're nearly there on something, but it needs one final push before you get and hit the jackpot and really close it out and finish it there. Four of Wands, I'm going to pull a card on it and see what you feel about this Four of Wands. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurus? What do they need to know? Thank you so much. We've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. We got the Devil in reverse. Ooh, and we got the Hangman in reverse. Okay, so if there was some sort of commitment or, you know, happy days, there was an enjoyable energy there with that Four of Wands celebration. They're indicating here something made you angry beforehand. Something, I feel that Queen of Wands, that's an angry card. That is, it could also be a lack of confidence card. Perhaps you feel, because we got the Devil card there as well, you're detaching yourself from something though. The Devil card says, this no longer serves me. I need freedom. I need to get rid of, I need to get away from this. I need to open myself up to another level of vulnerability and detach myself from this situation. Okay, so either you're detaching yourself from anger that is connected to this situation, whether you were engaged in the past to somebody, and now you're in a solitary energy, you're searching for a soulmate. It indicates that, yes, you were the victim of someone who was very, very selfish, someone who took their own needs above yours, and maybe, you know, kept you stuck in a rut. Maybe it was something you didn't see coming there, and it's left you with a bitter taste in your mouth. I feel like you're processing that. You're trying to leave that behind. I mean, if the Devil card was in the upright, I'd say you're stuck in that energy, but it's in the reverse, which tells me, you know, you're releasing that anger or that sadness or that lack of confidence. You're leaving it in the past, because it doesn't serve you. It actually clouds your judgment. Also, in terms of career, I mean, the Hangman in reverse can mean that there was some sort of delay or missed opportunity, and, you know, you feel that, you know, a lack of confidence. You felt like perhaps at some point you were right for the job or the opportunity, but then the lead went cold or it went somewhere else, and you feel a little bit like your nose is out of joint because of it. They're indicating that there's something greater, something better coming for you. I mean, if I was thinking of two projects, I mean, back to back, like this tends to lead to this. when it comes to either sort of celebrating something or committing to something, because this says I'm almost there, and this says jackpot, I'm there, but. And I say but because the Hierophant can be a harsh learning, you know, a harsh lesson that is learnt that teaches you how to do something differently. The Hierophant can also be, you know, you partnering up, for example, with a bigger company. If you were with a company that was okay to work with, but then you become, you you rise up within the world, and you sort of there's more responsibility, there's more you get more knowledge, and you work your way up the system, as it were. So I feel like you are still moving on the way up. Page of Pentacles in the this is the potential. Okay, the potential here is something that you are nurturing currently, something that you are really tending to, whether it's a goal, a dream, is actually starting to flourish, okay? And people are starting to notice. People are starting to be drawn to you. As you can see, that that little dragonfly there is drawn to the flower that you're nourishing. It could go to any flower there, but to the one that figure there is nourishing. So I feel like people are going to be drawn to you. I mean, the Page of Pentacles basically says your patience is going to pay off with finances. There's going to be money news coming on in here for you. Pages tend to bring news. So I feel like either if you're looking for a new job, there's going to be one that brings a little bit more money than you were hoping for. If you are thinking about doing something different, or you're inspired to activate a new idea, or you've got a new focus in terms of your career and you're really enthusiastic about it, I feel financially it's going to grow and it's going to be quite exciting. But I do feel like things are going to be drawn to you, Taurus. I don't feel like you're going to have to go I feel like you're going to have to take action on it, of course, but I don't feel like you're going to have to go far to seek what you want and to watch it blossom in October. The Hierophant, the Hierophant is a marriage card, but it also can be, a devotion card. Where you spend your energy, then it's almost like, because they're showing me two hands right now, like a done deal, okay? So I feel like there is, there's someone here that's going to offer you guidance, and offer you an opportunity that is like a done deal here. You shake on it, or there's going to be contracts involved here. The Hierophant is basically like, what have you learned from this situation? Have you learned that you're not putting your own needs first, Taurus? Are you learning that you're seeing a lot of things going on here? Because the owl tends to see everything. It's very knowledgeable, but says nothing. Is it time to tell your story? Is it time to speak up about something? Okay, is it time to impart your wisdom with somebody? Or is it time for them to tell you about something there? If you are looking for love, soulmate energy says, with that Two of Cups, Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles, it says someone new is coming on in here who is going to enrich you, who is going to meet you in a reciprocal, balanced relationship that is on the same page, and it will in the future go towards high-level commitment, marriage. Okay, so I feel like whatever it is that you're trying to manifest or work really hard on, I feel like things are starting to shift and come together. The King of Swords, this is how you feel in this moment. Okay, this is you, Taurus. Even though you're an earth element there, this is a Gemini card. This King of Swords is someone who sees things really clearly, is thinking things through. Okay, so again, the King of Swords thinks before they act. Okay, thinks before they act. And because you've got that Judgment card, you're thinking something over before you act on something. So you're formulating a plan, but you're seeing the truth of a situation first. You're not having any denial. You're opening yourself up to that level of clarity. You're being really honest with yourself, and you're going, okay, what needs to happen next? Let's take the first step. Formulate a plan, have a strategy. You are a visionary, Taurus. Remember that. Thoughts become things. You have what it takes to manifest the world that you want. Of course, it's going to take work, and action. I'm not ever saying it's just going to land in your lap, but the King of Swords says, you're seeing things so clearly, and now you're starting to get to work. If you think about the needle and thread, it's like starting to get to work on something, starting to piece all the bits and pieces of your life together, thread them through so that you can move towards your jackpot. Life, people have to remember, life is a journey. It is moments to moment to moment to moment, and you recognize that all those moments are bringing you towards Not just your present, of course, because that was an obvious thing to say, but it's working you up, stepping stones towards where you want to go, okay? Also, if you're wanting to heal something with somebody, you know, the Judgment card is a card of second chances and returns. The Cancerian card of the moon there, it says people coming out of nowhere telling you how they feel, and the star wanting healing. The King of Swords, maybe you're weighing up your options whether you should mend something with someone, because of course we've got a needle and thread there. So if you were in a relationship with somebody but you felt very alone, or they were foolish in their behavior and they withdrew from the relationship, I mean, human nature is very complex. Nothing's ever black and white, and I'm not here to judge anybody, but you may have felt like maybe you got engaged to that person in the past, or maybe you were living with that person in the past, but it was in the past and you've had to go and seek, you know, you're feeling in a solitary energy right now. This person could come back to want to mend things. I mean, trust your intuition, Taurus. Make sure they come with the right intention. Because there is potential here to heal that should you wish to, but that's your call, okay? Use your intuition. 10 of Cups, the external environment says you have a happy ever after coming here. There's a lot of abundance coming. October is a very positive month here. Also for happy families, you know, it's almost like they're giving me that energy of there's plenty more fish in the sea when it comes to job opportunities or when it comes to love, but you're going to hit the jackpot. You're going to find what is right for you, because that is never going to leave your side, Taurus, what is right for you. So don't sweat the small stuff, because it's just going to happen naturally as it is meant to. And I feel like there's a real depth to October for you. So I feel like you're going to feel, they're just giving me an energy of swelling with pride. Swelling with pride. And I don't mean the pride that is negative, that gets in the way of things. I mean pride as in a job well done, but also that things are going well for once, perhaps. I do feel like it's a positive energy there. Yeah, the external circumstances says, you know, there's contentment here. There's total love, support, people coming together and loving each other more than they have been, okay? Now, hope and a fear. We've got Page of Wands. Page of Wands is you're hoping to find your motivation, your drive, venture forth, be bold and get out there. You know, perhaps you're curious about something, either a beginning of a new project, or curious about a new idea, or you're curious about getting out there on the dating scene if you're looking for love. This is about, you know, venturing forth boldly. You know, this person here is an explorer. You're exploring your options, okay? And you're being enthusiastic about it. So I feel like you're finding your purpose and you're doing something about it, okay? That's basically what your Judgment card says. You're finding your purpose. You're having a wake-up call here, a life's wake-up call, and you're actually investigating it further so that you can take action on it. Now, the fear here is you don't want to be bored, Taurus, especially when you've got you know, your sixth house of, you know, schedules and tedious things like bills or plans and to-do lists and all like that. The Page of Wands, especially in a challenge position, says, you know, you don't want to be bored. You don't want to struggle with the details, of course. You want action. You want to do something. You want to get out there, okay? Something new is calling to you in October, and it says dream boldly when you get that card, because you have the power to manifest what you truly desire, okay? I feel if you've struggled with anything, I feel like it's going to become a little bit easier, okay? There will be love, there will be money, there will be, but you need to get out there and investigate your options and take charge, move forward on it, okay? There's an element of freedom with this card as well. It's Sagittarian energy. It's like that free-spirited energy where you're starting to become active again. So if you felt like you've been unmotivated rather, or you felt like you've been a bit stuck in a rut, I feel like you're starting to be recharge and rediscover yourself, and then let that enthusiasm for life. Oh, we got a little knock. I don't know if you heard that. Oh, it scared me. I was not expecting it because my energy guides are here. So to have a knock on the back there is, you know, something that, anyway, let's move on. I'm not getting any names at this time. I do feel like a secondary energy has joined the reading, but I'm not aware of this person's energy. I've not felt this before. So if you would like to make your presence known or give me a name or anything like that, they just said shout out, like maybe they're a DJ or something. They're doing a shout out. What? If you could give me a name, that would be great. You know, I will be patient. When you can come forward, that'd be great. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Okay. They just said Jonathan. So their name is Jonathan, I guess. Could you please make it clear whether it's a Jonathan you want to connect to or whether your name is Jonathan? They said me, 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 me. Okay, so Jonathan. Okay, that's really unusual. I don't tend to get energies coming forward to talk. In general readings like this, never really. I get the odd name, but it's normally to connect to someone there, but they're very adamant that their name is Jonathan and they're coming through. So if it connects to you, great. Please take it. If you've got a message, Jonathan, that you'd like me to give, then I will, of course. Just show me. Anyway, I'll move on from that until I receive more. If it does not connect to you, it does not mean it's not your reading. It just means they want that person that it does connect to pay close attention, because their attention may have wavered. Now, anyway, getting back to the overall energy, okay, there's definitely a choice here. The Justice card says you're weighing up your options, okay? It also says what is fair. What is right for me? What is the truth of the situation? How do I feel about it? Because the choices you make in this moment are going to affect your future. So you need to weigh up your options. Do a pro or a con list, where you're like, does this work for me? How do I feel about this? How does this make me feel? What can I do about this? Justice will be served. There's good karma coming here for you. But I feel like you have to make a decision. And as you can see, we've got the decision here. We've got a Page of Cups and we've got the Emperor. Now, I'm getting two energies here, Taurus. I feel like you can have it all, because I feel like someone is making a choice between love or career. I feel like someone's not got time to find love because they're so focused on their career. Taurus, and don't shoot the messenger when I say this, we make time for the things that we truly want. If you really want love, you will make sure you find a pocket of time to search for it, okay? If you're really busy, of course, I totally understand that. And sometimes we feel absolutely pooped at the end of the day and we can't actually do anything. But there'll be a pocket of time that you will find to find love. But anyway, okay. This person, Jonathan, now just said Marcus as well. Marcus. So I don't know if that's a message for a Marcus or whether that is Marcus. I'm just going to leave it there until I would like to see an image, please. If you could show me something that really connects to the person so they know it is for them, because obviously there's thousands of people there. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Anyway, moving on. Now, if this is love for you, Taurus, Page of Cups says love is popping out of nowhere, but there could be a divine counterpart. Especially if you're in a twin flame union, you may feel like this person comes back and you feel attached to that person. Be mindful of that Emperor energy. If you can see, there's two Emperors in this deck. I left them in. My guides asked me to leave them in on purpose. This Emperor in particular, as you can see, they're standing on like a chess game, okay? There's a lot of attachments there. So this person could be controlling or abusing their power in your relationships. So just be a little bit mindful of that. Now, if, for example, you're working in a tough environment that's very rigid, and you've got a boss who tends to abuse their power or do like power play there in the office, using you all like pawns or something like that, and you've felt that it's been very unfair for a while, I feel like there will be justice in this situation. You may even be going through some sort of court case or legality with this person or this institution that has really, tried to make you all puppets in some way. I feel like you're not having it. This level of control will not stand. I feel like you're taking action on something, okay? Also, if you are stepping into a leadership role yourself, Taurus, just be mindful of the power that you do have. I feel like this is here for a reason. I feel like, you're going to remember. It's almost like if you're stepping into a leadership role, remember how it felt for you to start something and have an idealistic view of something, and go easy on people. Be a fair boss, be diplomatic, kind, a peacemaker. Don't let power go to your head, as it were. We are all guilty at some point of perhaps letting a pocket of power get to our head a little bit, and we have to talk ourselves down off the ledge. That happens before we become spiritually aware. But the Emperor, I feel like if you're becoming your own boss and stepping, maybe being an entrepreneur, I feel like you'll be signing a lot of contracts, and pay close attention to those contracts, that you make sure you're not signing anything that keeps you stuck or keeps you in a position where you will be used or abused or anything like that. Also, Page of Cups says, follow your bliss and finances will flow from there, okay? Also, in terms of love, of course, I cannot ignore the fact that it is new love coming on in there with that Page of Cups popping out of nowhere when you least expect it. You may be doing some sort of volunteer work, Taurus. Meet someone when you're doing that volunteer work. I feel like this is you maybe even studying for something that you enjoy doing, or putting yourself on some sort of online course or a group setting where you're going to learn something, and there being an element of romance coming through with somebody. I feel like it's the start of intimacy there with somebody, but there could be a choice. Perhaps this person from your past that you seem attached to, that you've tried to detach from, may make a show because of that Mercury in retrograde. You will make a choice, and it will be the right decision for you. I mean, they keep bringing me back to this person's skirt. What is I guess, because it just says right is worth the cost. So I'm guessing that the word before that is what is right is worth the cost. Is what feels right worth the cost? So it's almost like there will be a challenge and there will be a sacrifice. Is it worth it? Okay, for what you get out of it. So I will clarify this position before we go forward. Okay. Now, they just said Mumford and Sons. Mumford and Sons. Now, I know that's a band. They have not given me a song. Mumford and Sons. So either your name is Mumford, or you're currently listening to some Mumford and Sons records. I'm not really sure how to just give you that. I'm just going to give it to you because they just shouted it out. Okay. How much received? Thank you so much. Okay, so they want me to stop there. So 8 of Pentacles, basically with the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, says your hard work is paying off. Make sure you enjoy what you do because more money will flow from there. Queen of Pentacles, there's often a rabbit in the Queen of Pentacles, which means your money will multiply and will give you stability. So it basically says, everything you're working really hard for is going to nourish and grow and grow and grow. And it's going to go, you're going to go from strength to strength to strength. If you're thinking about building a home, or buying a home there, because as you can see, this person's working really hard on making the pentacles, and right in the background there's a big old castle, big old empire. So if you're working really hard towards something, a goal or a dream or that's really big, the Queen of Pentacles says you're going to hit that jackpot, and you're going to be very practical and grounded about it, but you are aligning yourself with success because of your commitment. Okay, basically the Hierophant there says this is your commitment to whatever it is that you're doing, your job or your dream career, or to a person. Your commitment is required in the situation in order to be successful, and successful you will be. Okay, Queen of Pentacles is a fertility card as well. So if you're hoping to build a family, you may feel like time is running out, but you will meet the right person in order to have a family if that's what you're hoping for. But if, for example, time has passed on that, this is about building a sort of beautiful home for yourself, one that feels secure and loving and kind. If you're looking for someone to settle down with you in that energy, because I feel like you're ready. The 8 of Pentacles says you've invested in yourself, and now you're looking for someone, or you're saving your pentacle for someone who really deserves it in order to settle down in life with you. Okay, so I feel like very stable energy. A lot of nice things popping up there, but they're really asking you to make sure that everything in your world is recompensed for the energy that you spend on it. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Yeah, so you got number 39, gathering community partnerships. Okay, so there's definitely that 4 of Wands is an energy of, perhaps you thinking about the good old days or wanting to reunite with people. There's 3 cups there, which is celebration. And when you look at number 39, when you reduce it, 3 plus 9 is 12. So this is something you've been waiting for. And there's going to be celebration. People coming together to really celebrate you. But also, this is about your partnerships in general, blossoming and thriving. And, that really good feeling that comes from seeing people that you haven't seen in a while and sort of sharing news and all of those things. So I feel like there's a really positive energy coming through there. I'm losing my voice all of a sudden, so they're indicating someone that you have not talked to for a while, maybe coming towards you. I mean, that's an obvious thing to say because we got Mercury in retrograde. I do apologize. I'm just going to ground myself on that energy. Okay, so we got Hawk, Messenger. So yeah, news definitely coming on in. So expect that. The Hawk is something that is a bird of prey. Something that you've been, had your eye on for a while. Whether it's a person, whether it is a job situation. The sun is in the background and that sun looks pretty secure. It looks like it's nailed to the wall there, okay? So I feel like there's a happier time coming for you. I feel like there's definitely a messenger or a message coming through. It says Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a very bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Okay, so definitely on the up. The trajectory is moving up, 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 and the stars are aligning for success. Expect some really good news in October. I mean, you deserve it, Taurus. That Justice card says you deserve it. It's been a tough time. So I'm just going to get you a trinket before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Okay, so we have a guitar. So whenever we get a guitar, that indicates, number one, need to put a little bit more music into your world to raise your vibrations, but you are raising your vibrations. You're fine-tuning, they said, fine-tuning your vibrations at the moment. Be really specific about what it is that you want, okay? Because the law of attraction cannot work unless you know exactly what you want. Just so you are aware. Where'd you like this? Oh, they want it on the star card. Oh, wow. Now, the star card is a performer card as well. So if you're someone who wants to be in the spotlight or, is a creative in some way, whether for your music, because it's a guitar, or whether it's because you're a performer or you're an actor or whatever, or an artist, expect some sort of recognition for what you do, being in the spotlight there. They're just giving you like an extra sort of like boost from the universe that people are going to recognize your talents, as what they're giving me there. Okay, also we have the key, and it's got a heart on there. The key to unlocking all of this is following your heart. Okay, and checking in with that there. There will be love, there will be opportunities. You hold the key is what they're giving me. Also, there is someone coming on in here who holds the key for you. How do you mean? Can you please be more clear on that? Okay, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. A piece of information. The Hierophant is knowledge, okay? So someone is going to give you a piece of information that really gives you a bit of an aha moment in October. Watch out for it. They're giving me number 18. Now, number 18 is the moon card as well. So either you live at number 18 or you work at a building that's number 18, or maybe even the 18th of October. So please take it as it resonates. I'd mark it down in your diary just to have a look. Whenever things pop up for me, I just mark it down just to see what happened on that day. We've also got the Hamza hand, okay, the hand of Fatima there. So that is about protection, energy, but it's also, that opening your third eye to really see the future. Thoughts become things, but know that you are protected at this time, okay? They want it on the star card as well, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonated in this reading for you. I'm also doing a free competition for one lucky subscriber to win a free personal reading. I don't do them. I just give them away in a competition to say thank you to all for watching. All you have to do is champion yourself, Taurus. I mean, you should champion yourself all the time, but in September, I just want you to know that you're successful. Know it. Feel it. Believe it, okay? All you have to do is put 3 words in the comments box below. I will succeed. And you absolutely will, okay? I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 29th of September. I'll upload it in a video. I mean, if you can, I know September is kind of nearly out now because I'll be, did I say October? I'll gravitate to, I'll upload the video on the 29th of September. I hope I said September. But anyway, if I didn't, I meant September. So if you can, if you want to achieve something or you've got a dream or a goal, take a little one step towards it, whether it's sending an email, whether it is sending a thank you card, whether it is, thank you cards go a long way. If someone does you a good turn, just send them a little note, thank you, because they're like, oh, people want to help. Okay, especially when they're appreciated, they will actually help more. So, whatever it is, I would just take a step towards it. Even if you want to, lose weight, take a step towards it. Say, you know what, today, instead of having coffee first thing, I'm going to have a smoothie. Do what it takes. Take a little step towards that and you will be successful at it. Okay. I hope something resonated. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Thank you so much, my beautiful Taurus. Love and light.